When we're talking about sampling, I think vinyl is the first thing that most people think of. But, you know, sometimes vinyl can be a little bit of a pain. Like right now, my record player is sitting there broken, and it fills me with great sadness that my record collection is just basically a large photo album at the moment. And that's not even getting into the vast difference in quality between records and, you know, maintaining your gear and all that stuff. But today I really want to use this opportunity to point you guys toward a resource for sampling that most of you are already familiar with, and that's Splice. So let's take a look at how you can maximize Splice for your sampling purposes. So one of the best parts about using Splice for sampling is that the samples are royalty free, which avoids all of the annoying copyright issues you might come across when your song inevitably blows up, right? But the real key here is to use the search function to narrow down the material that is perfect for sampling. So like, let's say we wanted to make some boom bap type stuff. In that case, you know, I might want to work in the like 90 to 95 BPM range. But instead of finding samples that are in that exact BPM range, I'm just gonna limit the range to something slower, like 70-ish. So that I have the ability to speed it up like you would with old soul records and maybe go for that kind of chipmunk soul sound. So now let's search only for loops just to get rid of all of those one-shot drum sounds and other things like that. And then we'll just limit the results to show only layered sounds. So you can go through each of these categories here and just select layered, and it'll only show layered sounds, which is pretty nice because that's the closest thing that I think we'll find to sampling a real record, because it has the most elements playing at the same time, right? You can also choose something instead of layered. You can choose something like song starters is another good tag that you can look at just to hone in more on that type of thing. And obviously, you know, at this point, you can just go through and choose some stuff from any genre that you want that sounds cool to you. So I guess for boom bap beats, you know, we got to look at the soul genre. So let's start with that. We can look through some of these. Oh, I really like that one. And it actually looks like I've already downloaded it. That's funny. It must have caught my attention when I've done this before. So let's import this one into Ableton and see if we can make a quick beat out of it, right? We open up Serato because Serato is awesome. Just drag this bad boy right in there. You can hit find samples for this one, since it was recorded to a nice BPM, which is the other benefit of using Splice, by the way, that you get to know what BPM it's actually recorded at instead of it's totally up in the air for sometimes for vinyl. So set slicer there. And then now check this out. So since one of my initial ideas was to kind of speed this sample up and work at the tempo that we're at, which I think is, 92, I'm going to turn this little link button off so that when I change the key, it'll speed it up, which is cool. Ooh, what if we did something like this, like... That sounds like some DJ Premier stuff right there. We just get our boom bap drums out here, right? Let's see what we got here, right? One thing I like to do too is to duplicate Serato or duplicate whatever sampler you're using and change the key down. Let's try a little bit slower. Ooh, wait. So the idea here is to just explore and get creative and sample everything. Splice is a fantastic resource to find royalty-free stuff, but of course, you know, there's also TrackLib and YouTube and your own layered samples. Bonus points to those of you who remember our video on sampling yourself and how you can use that to breathe new life into your old beats. But anyway, the world is your oyster, so get out there and use all the vast amount of resources we have at our disposal to stay creative. And let's be honest, stay happy. Yeah, it's getting real. All right, we'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great week, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Peace.